quick important lesson on raising prices, because a lot of you don't realize how substantial a little price increase. So let's say you have a 10%. So if you have 20 clients and you just do, the average MRR is $1,000 a month, and you do a 10% increase, right? And you have 20 clients, it's $100 more per month. It's $2,000 over a year. That's $24,000 to your bottom line, right? So you can see if we were at 1,000 and we just bump that up to 1,100, your net profit doubles. That's how much just a 10% increase, because the increase goes right to the bottom line. Because when you charge more, you're not like, it doesn't have a direct cost, right, to it. Right now, if you add something, of course you got to charge. But if I'm just talking about a pure price increase, right, a pure price increase goes right to the bottom line. It doubles your net. So you can see 100 net before, with 10 clients. If we go to 20 clients, you can see it's double. And again, this is very simplistic. I get it. It's very simplistic, but it still makes the point. Now, on the other side of that, if you do a 10% discount to close a sale, 10% discount doesn't seem like that big a deal, right? But inflation has increased the cost across the board by more than 10%, right? So you look at, if you gave a 10% discount, if your profit margin was 10% and you're making $100 on every 1,000 and you discount 10%, you just erased 100% of your profit. You might as well not, you're better off not even having that client, because you're working for free, right? So like, if we look at this and we say, okay, let's say you did a price increase of 10%, right? I know the concern is always, we're going to lose clients. That's that we're going to trigger churn. I get it. And it's a real concern, because when you raise prices, you always have that risk of triggering churn. So you have to ask yourself, well, if we do a price increase, how many clients could we lose, could we churn and still make the same profit? Now, what's good about that, let's say you have 100 clients and you churn 20 of them, you got 80 clients now, but you're making the same profit margin or more. That's actually good, because now you're more efficient. You can add on higher value clients. Like now you're not as noisy, as busy. There's not as much chaos. But a lot of business owners are obsessed with numbers, like big numbers, big growth. I got to have more new clients, and they hate churn. And I understand why, but logically, you got to look at this. Just having more clients is not necessarily better. Being busier doesn't equate into profits, right? So if you let's say in this scenario, you raise prices 10%, and let's say you lost 2 clients. All right. So right now, if you had 10 clients and you raise prices 10% and you lost 2 clients, your net is still going to be $600 more. So in this scenario, very simplistic, you could lose 20% of your clients and you could still make more net. All right. Let's say you lost 4 clients, you churned 40%. You're still up $200 with a 10% price increase. You're still up $200 in total net profit. And if you lost half, you'd be right about the same. So again, people get very emotional about this, but you got to sit down and say, okay, if we were to churn, what would the MRR churn be? What would the profitability churn if we did a price increase and if we lose clients? And of course, if you have premium profits, it gives you the ability to outspend your competition to get a client, which gives you an advantage in the marketplace. Because if you can't afford to do marketing, you can't afford to hire an SDR, you can't afford to hire account executives and account managers, you can't afford to have a really good SEO plan and do digital marketing and hire a marketing manager, you can't afford to do those things, and I'm going to crush you in the marketplace. If you can only spend $100 to get a client and I can spend $27,000, I'm going to crush you in the marketplace. I'm going to take every single good client there is out there and salt the earth you stand on. Thank you, Kevin O'Leary. You know, I am not going to play nice. So you got to understand, you got to charge enough to be able to outspend or at least keep pace. It decreases the number of clients you need, more profit with fewer. It decreases the number of staff you need, which is always a good thing, because I think all of us as business owners, I mean, my staff is, all of them are outstanding, especially Will. I mean, they're all phenomenal, but that's not, I know you guys out there don't have the utopia that I have with all perfect employees. I can't even say it with a straight face.
No, don't.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's like, we all know, like the more staff you have, the more headaches you have, because they're human beings. I mean, even if they're good people, it's still chaotic, right? It allows you to pay for really top talent who are easy to work with versus just trying to prop up cheap labor. Because another mistake I see a lot of MSPs make, and I know, Will, you've seen this, is when you're small, you hire a mini-me. You hire a bunch of not even mini-me's. They're just like helpers. And then you prop them up. You basically get them to kind of do things, but you prop them up with, you can dive in and fix their work and oversee them and manage them really tight. And you hire them because they're cheap. But if you could hire one really good person and pay them what they're worth, it frees you up, right? But you can't do it if you're not making any money. And it allows you to deliver real premium service and wow, that fuels loyalty, fuels price increases, additional sales and referrals. Okay.